Hello, thank you for joining me for this tutorial on creating your salute or parent recognition ad for your 6th grader. We have our email address here for you, yearbookcommittee@tvesptg.org. If after watching this video you have any questions, we want you to reach out to us there. We will get back to you as quickly as we can. All right, first thing to do is to sign in to treering.com. Once you're in, it's going to take you to your dashboard, which is your hub for everything that you need. If you have more than one child, you're going to want to make sure you're looking at the right child here with this drop down. We're going to work with Harry today. You can see here it says 6th grade, which is good. The salute option is only for 6th graders. So if you had selected the wrong grade or teacher here, you might not see this option. And so you come down to create your salute and not find it. If that happens to you, double check your kid settings. Go to My Kids here. If I were to click on that, something else would pop up that says Kid Settings, and that's where you can go in and edit each child and make sure you have the correct grade and classroom selected. This is also important for distribution. You want to make sure that your kid is selected and in the right classroom so they can get their yearbook quickly. Okay, so here's our dashboard. Option 1 here about purchasing the yearbook. It reminds me to purchase it. Customize Harry's yearbook. This is all about the personalized pages. We'll have a separate video for that. Add a baby photo, another feature only for 6th graders. And here we are. This is our parent recognition ad or salute. Celebrate Harry. Create a recognition ad for Harry by March 8th, 2021. This is what we want. So we're going to go ahead and click Buy a Yearbook Ad. There are a couple disclaimers here on the bottom. Final ad placement on page will be determined by yearbook editors. When you're editing your ad, it is going to look like it'll be top left. Yours might end up being top left or not. Obviously, they all can't be top left. So once we receive them all, then we will go ahead and place them depending on the different factors, including background colors people use and things, just to try to make it as visually interesting as possible. Your ads will print in every yearbook. It's reminding you of that. This is not custom pages. This is not private pictures. These will print in every yearbook. So every kiddo who gets a yearbook will see the salute that you've created. And here, proceeds from ad sales go toward your school's fundraiser. Any extra money that comes in from the sales of these books does go to the PTG, which is great. This is a really nice fundraiser for the school. But these salutes, just so you know, these aren't huge fundraisers for us. When we add more pages to the book, we pay a little bit more per book. And the more books we sell, that's more that we're paying. So without knowing exactly how many books we're going to sell, it's a little bit difficult to price these. And so we've priced them at a way that we hope to come out with a little bit of extra money and at least not lose money. So just know we're not trying to charge you a huge amount of money for no reason. We definitely want to recoup the extra cost that we do incur to print these for you. So you can change your mind if you just go for an 1/8 page and then want to go for a 1/4 page before you've purchased your ad, but it's not super easy to do. Again, if you need help, you can email us. So take a minute now and try to pick the correct size up front. For this demo, I'm going to go with the 1/4 page. So I'm going to go ahead and hit select. First thing it's going to do is remind me that this will not print in the yearbook until I hit buy now over here. Until I pay for it, it will not even show up on the editor's screens to be used in the book. And if I don't buy now by the deadline, it could be missed. If the book goes to print before I complete this, obviously my ad won't be in the book. So we do want you to do this pretty quickly. Make sure that you get it finalized and submitted in time so you don't miss out. Okay, so all I'm going to take you through now is just the little tips and tricks for editing this so you can make it perfect. You can make it to your liking. It gives you a prompt and you can just follow the prompt if you'd like. You could double click in here, and go ahead and type the name. You can change your font. You can change the size. You can even change the color. Let's say I want to do a nice blue. There we go. Letter spacing helps you make it a little bit spread out. Italics, underline, align. I mean, you have all these features that most of you are pretty used to seeing. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that as is. think I want to change this line here. Let's see what options we have. Let's go with effects. Let's give it a bit of a glow. And let's give it a blue glow to match our font. Oops. Oh my goodness. Why is that not working? Oh, technical difficulties. That is really annoying. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. That was a little bit user error here. Okay, so now I have a black line with a blue glow and Harry's name in blue. I can click in here, change my font. Let's go with something casual-ish. Let's do, that'll work. And make it a little bit bigger. 12 is a pretty good size. And then I can go ahead and type my message. There we go. If I typed a lot more, it's going to grow. And you'll see it's going to grow over the picture. So say we do that. We can just get rid of this photo. I'm going to click on it once and hit the delete key. And it's gone. And then I'm going to click and drag this to just bring it a little bit more in the middle. Perfect. So let's go ahead and add some photos. This is what really makes the Salute special. Go over here to Photos. And here you have all your options. You can get photos from your Google Drive, Google Photos. You can pull photos from your Facebook. Any account that you have the password for, you can pull photos from. Dropbox, Instagram, My Photos, shared photos, which are photos that you've already shared in TreeRing. So if you've been sharing other photos from this year that you'd like to use again, you can easily get them from here. Photos you've liked within the TreeRing system, or the most commonly used one, My Computer. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now for you. Give it a second to catch up. My computer's a little slow. Here's my example photo. Just double click on it. It's going to ask you if you want to share your photo. And for the purposes of a Salute, no, we don't need to share it. This is a photo that we're using just for the purpose of a Salute. It's not going to be used anywhere else in the yearbook. It's not a pajama day photo or anything like that. So I'm going to click no, keep them private. Now, if you were sharing a photo that to be used elsewhere in the yearbook, we would want you to caption it with the kid's name and the activity. I'm going to go ahead and demo that here. Again, you do not have to do this for just your Salute photo. That's only for you. That's not going to be shared with us editors. There we go. And so now if you do this, you'll probably wonder what's going on. It looks like nothing happened. Go back to Photos. Go to My Private Photos, because again, we did not share this. And there it is. You can see I've done this a couple times. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag it over here. Now, if you get this warning, this exclamation point, you do not want to use the photo, at least not as is. What it's saying is the resolution's too low. It's not going to print well. And this is just a random photo I got off the internet. It's no surprise the resolution's low. You probably won't have this error when you're doing your own parent recognition ad. But if you do, you either have to shrink the photo until that goes away, which probably won't happen because, again, it's an internet photo, or you need to either save it on your computer again, trying to save it with a higher resolution and see if that fixes it, or use a different photo. So I'm going to ignore that warning for this because this is just a demo. Now, you see the caption? If you went ahead and captioned your photo too, the caption may show up. You see that? It's kind of behind this other, here, I'll drag this away. Harry Potter family photo. We do not want that to show up. So I click on the image once, go over here to Options, click Caption, and turn it off. And there it goes. It's gone. I can bring this back up here, but let's see. Let's try to make a really cool looking parent ad here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring the name down to the bottom. I want it centered, so that yellow line tells me it's centered, so I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to go ahead and click that and hit delete. I don't want that line anymore. I am going to delete the message, and I'm going to delete this photo. I'm going to take this over here, and assuming the resolution was better, I'm going to go ahead and drag it to fill the whole frame. And it still doesn't look quite right? It's off center. It doesn't look great. So I'm going to double click on the image. And I get this menu here. You can play around with all these. You can flip the photo, you can rotate it, you can edit it with different types of filters and things. This is what I want, zoom. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. And then I'm going to come over here and drag it to where I want it to be. There we go. And then I'm just gonna hit enter to be done. Oops, no, I lied, not enter. I'm gonna click somewhere else to be done. So that might work. I could go ahead in here, let's see, and change the font. Make it stand out a little bit more. Oops, my menu bar went down here for some reason. I don't want that, so I'm gonna drag this up here and try that again. Don't know why this is happening. There we go. I'll make it white. Click off. So that makes a really nice look. I could go with that, but let's say I do that and I decide I don't want it. I found another picture, I want to add another photo, change my mind. I'm going to click the image once, drag it, get the green dots. Whoops. There we go. You can resize it to whatever you like. Let's say I want to get everybody in there. Double clicking again, making it a little bit larger, dragging it over. Still not quite right. Make it a little bit larger. Drag it over a little bit more. Now pay attention to the warning icons. If you're dragging your photo, making it a little bit larger, you could take it from an okay resolution to not so good anymore. So watch to make sure you don't get that warning exclamation point popping up. And now I need to get a spot for another image. I'm going to go over here to photos, new placeholder. See how I have the little grabby hand there? I'm going to grab it and bring it over here. Click it once to get the green dots and resize. You can make it whatever size you want. You can make a really long one. If you have a nice landscape or panoramic, I guess that would be. You can make it a cute little square so you can have a message, whatever you want to do. And then since Harry Potter's still showing there, but you can't see it, I'm going to go ahead and change the font color. There we go. Now we can see it. So I would do the same thing to get a photo here. I could go in, drag and drop. And again, I could do all the same things I did with it before to make it larger. It's all good. It's pretty intuitive once you've clicked around a little bit with it. It should be pretty easy for you. The last two things I want to show you is if you want other text box, you can go in here and you can get a bunch of different options for text boxes. It's different things that are already pre-made, or add your own text. You can bring that over here and you can format it however you want it to look. You can change it from what it looks like when they bring it in. I'm going to go ahead and click it and hit delete because I don't want that there. And there's graphics. So if you wanted something cute to add, you could do that. Make sure when you come up here that you have all objects, not just selected themes. That way you're not like eliminating anything. And then you can go down here to the search bar and search for something. I'm going to go for a shooting star. And there we go. I'll pick this one. I'm going to drag it over. And then I'll click on it once. So click on it once and resize. And there's this little tiny green arc here that you can use to change the angle and place it wherever you want. Change your mind? Well, first, if you want to do more than one, you can Control-C and Control-V to copy and get a couple more. If you change your mind, you click on it and again, just hit the delete key. And there it goes. If you change your mind immediately after doing something, Control-Z or Command-Z on the Mac will bring it back for you. It'll redo what you've done. So hopefully this helped you out. Hopefully now you're able to just be creative and have fun creating a wonderful salute for your 6th grader. Email us if you have any questions. We'll be happy to help you out. Just give us a moment to respond because we're definitely working hard to get this yearbook ready for you and also take care of everything else that's going on in our wonderful pandemic lives this year. So please be patient with us, but rest assured we will try to help you out. Okay? Thank you so much.